So false alarmist who, more likely than not, is one of those Kiwi marketing or Kiwi farms, whatever, one of those people bunch marketing warned me about, okay? I'm fully aware of this. I'm still engaging in back and forth with him, okay? Him or her, but it's likely a him, alright? Watched one of my old videos, all the ones that, those are all painful for me to watch, and started provoking me, saying this, that, or whatever, and saying, you know, he thinks that I was actually happier back then, you know, and I'm like, no, I wasn't, and I referred him to some videos that prove I was not even remotely happier back then, alright? I was inching closer and closer towards not being here at all. And then I said, you know, I don't watch. It's too painful for me to watch those old videos, you know, any of the ones regarding, you know, who, blah, blah, whatever. Then he starts provoking me and saying, he's trying to get a rise out of me, okay? Provoking me, well, you know, don't you think you're in danger of having a relapse since you don't, you know, you won't, you know, you don't want to know anything about his life or listen to any of his songs, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm not in any fucking danger of having any kind of relapse. Alright? Okay? Just because tons of you, including false alarmists, think I'm nothing special, doesn't mean there haven't been thousands of people in this life who have completely disagreed with you, okay? This is not a situation where I just suddenly one day decided that Chad Kroeger was in love with me. Alright? It was based on something that could have been true. Alright? But stupid false alarmist is saying that it can't be more it's less, like, he's talking about, oh, I said it's not impossible that Chad Kroeger watched me on my Alicia's World in 2001, back when he wasn't even fucking famous. Okay? Alright? And let's set aside the fact, okay, you don't have to think I'm anything special. There are loads and loads of people, particularly all the people, men and women, who watched my hot body strip on my Alicia's World channel, who completely 100% disagree with you, and I have stacks this high that prove it. Stacks this high that I printed out of these men praising me to high heavens, saying I could be a star, saying anything at all, okay? How special was Marian Gorek? She was a fucking hairdresser. Okay? He asked her to marry him. He never married her, but he spent nearly 8 years of his life with her. How special was she? She was gorgeous. Lots of people thought I was gorgeous back then. Okay? I'm not in danger of having any fucking relapse where I start again thinking that Chad Kroeger's in love with me or whatever. But that's what false alarmist is saying, trying to provoke me, saying this, that, or whatever. Okay? It's not gonna happen. But no one will ever, ever, ever get me to sit here. And I'm not talking about this shit with my therapist. False alarmist is trying to say that my belief that Chad Kroeger could have easily, he wasn't even famous back then, but even if he had been, could have easily been one of my Earth Cam TV Alicia's World fans. He's saying, false alarmist, that it's more likely, you know, that what do you think your therapist would think is less likely or whatnot, that the Anunnaki, Enlil and Enki lizard people created us in a lab, used their DNA, and they're running the show right now, than that this human being watched me on my stripping channel, this heterosexual, red-blooded American male watched me on my stripping channel that was extremely popular, went out all over the world, okay? I will never say that that's an impossibility. And it is more probable than that flying monkeys are going around stealing little dogs, too. Okay? But I'm never going to have any kind of relapse where you know what I mean? That's not going to happen. Whatever it was that happened in 2009, even if it was simply the universe itself fucking with me, Okay? I didn't ask for it. I didn't make it up. And it's 100% regrettable. Okay? I regret it 100%. But I can't make it go away. Alright? But don't even think for 1 second that I'm that naive or gullible, false alarmist. I know exactly what you were doing 2 days ago. You're trying to provoke me. You're trying to say, well, this, that, well, if you're not willing to hear about his, well, then you haven't really, you could have, no. I'm not going to have any fucking relapse, okay? I know exactly how insane I was thinking back then, alright? And now I've accepted it. Whatever, Whatever. But I'm not in any danger of relapsing back into her. Not even one iota, okay? She went nuts. It's not nuts. They're things that I believe now, but I don't believe them 100%. Any more than I believe Joe's theory of the Anunnaki or running the show and whatever. But the fact of the matter is, he's not fucking God. He's a fucking human being, alright? He shits and pisses just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? He's not God. These people are acting like, no, because they think I'm nothing special. But see, there have been tons of people, like I said, particularly the ones who watched me, not just strip, whatever Donald said on his tape, he used to talk to them behind my back, people. I used to entertain people, whatever. I don't know, people like to watch me do whatever out on my channel. So I don't know, like I said, it's all regrettable. But I would never be going back to what she was doing, screaming and yelling and insisting that he had intentionally fucked her over and this, that, or whatever, okay? When I was sick, when I went in nuts, I was positive that this was all true, okay? And all these years later, I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. A lot of weird, different kinds of shit. Things happen, whatever. It could very, very easily just be 100% coincidence, okay? Back then, she would never believe that, right? I'm not her anymore. I'm not going to relapse. Okay? The fact of the matter is, none of us even know why the fuck we're here. I used to say that all the time on Malicious World, and that he even has in one of his songs. Again, it wasn't me just picking somebody out of a hat. Okay? It was the fucking songs. Fucking songs. And there's a lot of people in this life that believe too many coincidences can't possibly be coincidence. Even Sherlock Holmes, you eliminate the impossible, and what's left, no matter how improbable, is the truth. Okay? In the end, I don't know. But what I do know is I am not crazy. Even for 1 second, I am not crazy to insist that he could have been one of my EarthCam TV Alicia's World fans. very first few months of 2001. January to May. Okay? I will never, I don't fucking care. I don't care what any of you say. It is not impossible. And it is far more likely, okay, than that winged monkeys go around stealing little dogs. But that's what false alarmist is trying to provoke me. Okay, when I'm saying it's not impossible, he's like, yeah, it's also not impossible. And then he's coming up with the most far-fetched things imaginable. That's because he thinks I'm nothing special. But people who watch me on Alicia's World, thousands upon thousands of them thought I was extremely special. Okay? And again, we're going back to, he's a fucking human being, and it's the internet, you know? But in the end, it's probably not true. But I will go to my grave believing if that's not true, then it was just the universe fucking with me. Because it wasn't just one thing. It was intertwined, interconnected, all these weird fucking coincidences, including his fucking songs and everything else, okay? I'm not in any danger of relapsing, okay, back into her, which the fucking stuff she did and whatever, back into the night, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous, right? I'm not in any danger of relapsing, right? And despite what assholes like to insist to the contrary, I'm not stalking him either. Talking about that part of my life is not stalking him. Stalking him in the very lightest of, you know, because it was harmless, but whatever, was back then when I was, you know, spamming its videos and all this crap. I don't go near anything that has to do with him, okay? Nothing. Nothing. The only thing I will ever know about him is if something is featured on a fucking magazine and I happen to see it in the store, or it pops up accidentally on the internet, or somebody who knows me or one of my enemies or what tells me shit. That's it. Okay? I'm not going near anything that has to do with him. And if false alarmists and other like-minded individuals want to say stupid shit to me, like, well, that means that you're not really over it and you're in danger of relapse, and then fuck you. I don't care what you say. Because I know you're wrong. I know you're wrong. I know exactly what led me to believe what I believed. But obviously, I went over the edge, alright? And I'm fully aware of that. And I'm fully aware of the fact that even if what I believed on the slightest fucking chance was true, in the end, he didn't fucking want me, so he changed his mind, alright? We're doing hypotheticals here. So even if what I believe was true, the evidence speaks for itself that he did not ever want me, okay? He didn't really want me, okay? But people who don't like me and think I'm nothing special are going to think it can't possibly ever be true that he even watched me on Alicia or anything. Well, I don't really care. Marian Gorg was a fucking hairdresser, okay? She's a hairdresser. A beautiful one, but a hairdresser. Okay? I'm actually talented. I have talent. And a lot of people in my life, even when I was little, but whatever, have called me beautiful and thought I was beautiful. And most definitely the people who were watching me, tons and tons of them on Alicia's World, thought I was beautiful and hot and sexy and everything else, okay? So if you're going to have me think, well, there's no way in hell this guy could have ever wanted you because you're nothing special, well, whatever, it's your opinion. And there are other tons and tons of people who have vehemently disagreed. Even people, there are lots of people who watch me now who vehemently disagree with you. And their opinion is just as fucking valid as yours. Okay? Equal. Equal. Okay? Okay? So I went nuts and took it too far in 2009. That doesn't even remotely mean I was nuts to think that he could have been. He could have been one of my Alicia's World fans, alright? Bottom line, nobody's going to convince me of anything to the contrary, okay? Nobody. Nobody. You want to think that it's more likely that winged monkeys are going around stealing little dogs than that Chad Kroeger watched me on Alicia's World? Be my guest. Be my guest. I don't care. Because I know you're wrong. That's it. I know you're fucking wrong. Alright? I'm not sitting here saying he wants me or he even ever wanted me. Okay? Who knows? People are what they are, okay? I'm not even saying that any of this is true. I'm saying that I'm not crazy to think that it could have been true, okay? But people who can't stand me want me to sit here and say, oh yeah, it's crazy that I would ever even think that in a million years. Well, fuck you. He was going to marry a fucking hairdresser. A hairdresser. She's not some star, she's not some musician, not like Avril Lavigne, she's a friggin' hairdresser, and he lived with her for nearly 8 years, okay? So don't give me your fucking shit. He's also not some Greek god either, if we want to be really blunt. But setting that aside, he's just a human being like the rest of us, okay? A human being like the rest of us. He shits, he pisses, he hurts, he can whatever. He can cheat on people he supposedly loves. He can, you know what I mean? He's human. He's not some fucking god. Okay? So you can try to provoke me all you want and say this, that, or whatever. Because I see right through you. You think I'm nothing special. So to you, for me to even entertain the notion that Chad Kroeger might have seen me on Alicia's World and been enamored of me back then is ludicrous. Well, fuck you. Because there are tons of people who disagree with you. Okay? Tons of people who disagree with you. And their opinion is just as fucking valid as any of yours. Okay? Just as fucking valid as any of yours. It's the same fucking thing I've been saying about Auntie, okay? Alright? That I wasn't allowed to be anything more than she deemed me worthy of being. Marianne was a fucking hairdresser and he was gonna marry her. He told her she would make him the happiest man on the earth if she married him. Okay? She became his wife. She was a hairdresser. We don't know her. She's not famous. She's not an actress or a model or a musician or anything. She's a hairdresser. She did his grandmother's hair. Okay? So don't give me your shit. I see right through you, false alarmist. I see right through your game. I know what you were doing the other day, provoking me, getting me to say all this crap. Alright? You believe whatever you want, and I'm entitled to do the same. You want to think I'm crazy? Be my guest. Okay? Be my guest. I don't care. I don't care. I'm in this world where I'm supposed to, it's just too much. There's just too much, okay? It's all the religious and heaven and hell, and then all the ISIS and all the shoot, there's just too much, okay? Was it all wishful thinking on my part back then? Probably. Probably you guys are all right and none of it's true. I'm not saying that you're not right. I'm saying I'm not crazy to say it's not impossible that you're wrong. And he's trying to say, well, it's not impossible, and then he comes up with the most far-fetched things imaginable, and even says that my therapist would have less problem with me believing that this alien race, Anunnaki, Enlil, whatever, and now one thinks we're a dilution of the race, and the other one wants to save us, thinks we're salvageable, and all this crap, and are running the show, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That my therapist will have less hard time accepting me believing that than the Chad Kroeger thing, and that's just ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. Maybe if I was friggin' 5 feet and 500 pounds, but I'm not. I'm not. Okay, so fuck you. Fuck you. Chad Kroeger could have easily been one of my 2001 EarthCam TV Alicia's World fans, viewers, admirers, whatever, okay? Easily. Doesn't mean he ever wanted me. Doesn't mean even if he had been enamored of me back then, you know, I wound up being with Donald for years and years and years. And then was a completely different, broken shell of a human being, completely different than who I was on Alicia's World, okay? I'm not insane to think that it could have been true. Only you who think I'm nothing special at all. And again, you're entitled to your opinion. But there are loads of people, particularly all those ones who are watching me do my thing on Alicia's World, and Donald was definitely one of them, okay? Who completely don't share your sentiments, disagree with you 100%, okay? 100%. And that's all I have to say on the matter, okay? Even C laughed at the fact, they're saying, you know, that you're stalking him. What about all this paparazzi that go after people, whatever? You're not even doing anything to him. I have a right to talk about it from time to time because it's a friggin' stigma on my head, alright? I don't tend to bring it up, and then false alarmist is who I know can't stand me. I actually have horrible comments from him, but he's been playing nice and I've allowed him to do it. Fucking with me 2 days ago, like trying to get a rise out of me and provoke me into saying this, that, or whatever. So whatever. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. You understand? Don't care. Like I said, it's 100% regrettable. It's a part of my life. It happened. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like my mother tried to fucking harm me when I was 23. Thankfully faster and smarter than her, and I got away. Okay? She's nothing she can do about that. Can she erase that? No. Right? The most crazy I ever went in my life was that friggin' 2009 Chad Kroeger thing. Right? It never would have happened if they had simply not allowed me to send all those messages. That would have been it. It would have never happened if I had simply been blocked. Get it? No. That's why I think the universe was fucking with me. If I had simply been blocked, okay? And I've had good friends, like that one who's dead now, okay? Who really, really cared about me, even wanted to have me and Omar come and live in her state. She had money, she was whatever. Happily married, but had been through hell and back as a kid. Okay? She's like, well, they don't pay attention to those MySpace. Okay, but somebody should be to make sure that someone like me is not sending message after message after message to the tune of 1,500. I was never blocked. Okay? You'd think that somebody would have an eye on something like that when a rich and famous rock band, you know that someone, the same person, is just bombarding this site with messages. Why was I never blocked? One push of a button. I got blocked by somebody accidentally because I forget why. don't even know. But whatever. I think it was somebody. Sometimes people pretend. Even on Twitter, there was a Chad Kruger for a while. Same name, same his profile, and someone was saying, well, that wasn't really him. Alright, well, sounded like him, but whatever. It didn't last long. But you know what I mean? One push of a button would have blocked me. Would have blocked me. Instantly blocked me from sending all this message and shit. I was never blocked. Ever. And I know you can block someone on MySpace because I got blocked by somebody one time. I don't know if I accidentally sent them something or they were using, maybe they were stealing Chad Kruger's name and I thought that it was him and turned out it wasn't, and then I found out that Nickelback had its own MySpace. I don't know, whatever it was. The fact is you can block somebody, okay? And I was never blocked. Had it been blocked, that would have nipped in the bud. That would have been it. That would have been it. You would have never even heard of me. You wouldn't even know me now. But I was never blocked. Okay? So I will never not believe that something, even if it's just the universe itself, fucking me through him. Okay? He doesn't know who I am. He never had any fucking clue who I was. And the universe, you know, fucked with me through him. Okay? Certainly not any more out there than the belief that these lizard people created us in a lab and the human race in a lab. He's been mixing our DNA with theirs and they made us to be a slave race, but now we've gotten too big for our britches, and one of them, I think on Key or on Lil, one of them, they're two brothers, one of them wants to fucking destroy us and they're pulling all the strings behind the scenes. Okay? Me believing that even if, more likely than not, nothing I ever believed was true, and he never knew of my existence, and he never, it's all coincidence, every last little bit of it, including the fact that I was never blocked, which was ridiculous, because had I been blocked, none of this would have happened. Alright? Scientology, I read that. L. Ron Hubbard, I could barely get through it, and then you get these rich and famous stars, the elite on this planet, believe in the Scientology bullshit 100%. People like Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, you know what I mean? None of this is any more far-fetched than my belief that even if none of what I believed in 2009 was true, the universe itself fucked with me through him. Too many coincidences. Can't be coincidence. Okay? Too many. Too many. And that's it. In the end, I'll never know. Nobody will ever know. And that's it. That's it. I mean... But I'm not in any fucking danger of relapsing back to what she believed. Not even one iota. Okay? I'll go to my grave, believe in different things. Believe in, I don't know, different possibilities, different whatever. In the end, like I said, what she didn't believe, I mean, what she didn't recognize and understand back then, that even if he had, miraculously, it had all been true and he'd wanted her, there's no fucking way that would ever work out. See? It would never work out. Even on the 1 in a zillion chance it had all been true, it wouldn't have worked out. So, it was all pointless, me and my stupid insanity. It was pointless. Okay? It was fucking pointless. Pointless. Not stalking him. I don't even bring him up. Not even, you know, false alarmist did the other day, and then he got into a back and forth debate with me. Just in case any of you read that, or one of sites like BuzzFeed or whatever catch wind of it, or catch drift, and want to use it to ridicule me more, fuck you, okay? If I was sitting here and saying, oh yeah, he is in love with me right now, he's just, you know, biding his time or whatnot before he comes and saves me, that would be me being totally insane. But me entertaining different kinds of notions, like that back when he wasn't even famous, he could have been one of ALICIA's world fans, no. That's not an impossibility, and it's not up there with winged monkeys stealing little dogs either. And then if you believe to the contrary, fuck you. I don't care. You understand? I don't care. You don't get it. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, I'll talk about it, I'll debate, but bottom and deep down, it's all fucking... Believe it or not, most of us want to know why we're here. Yeah. Don't know about that one, Chatty K. A lot of people don't even think about shit like that. I was trying to get into stuff with Foot Guy the last time when I didn't, you know, the security cop at the mall ruined our plans to go to this guy's car and have him give me a repeat of 2013. Anyway, I was getting into stuff with him. All he was saying was, who cares, who cares? Now, he might have been doing that just to provoke me, like just to get a rise out of me or whatnot, you know. Or he could just be among a lot of people who don't care. They're apathetic and they're just like, whatever. Who cares why we're here? Who cares if there's a heaven? Who cares? I swear to God he was doing this. Who cares if there's a hell? You know? That's what he was doing to me. It's annoying me, by the way, but you know. Like I said in my videos, I don't have to like him. He doesn't have to like me in order for, you know, for me to experience great, tremendous pleasure via him licking and rubbing my feet and sucking on my toes and licking my soles of my feet and everything he did last time, licking the bottoms of it and sucking on my toes, all that. And at his house, I'm betting it's gonna extend to my legs.